Hey guys, Mr. BXRP here, and welcome back. Today is August 6th of 2020. I am like on the phone constantly. Excuse me. I mean, all my friends and people that I got introduced to crypto are constantly calling me now. I mean, with the market moving as it is and steadily going up, everyone wants to talk about it. What do you think and what's going on? What's exciting? It's like it's unbelievable how much time I'm spending on the phone and talking to people, but get used to it, guys. They're going to be calling you. They're going to want your help. They're going to need our help. So whatever you need to do, and reach out and help your family and friends. They're going to want your help. All right, so let's jump into it. Got a very good video for you today. I'm going to try and keep it short, but guys, I have a lot to talk about, so I don't know that I can. So jump right into it. Market cap's at 363 billion. That's huge. I mean, I think that's probably the third highest it's ever been. So it's really high. We've seen it go to almost 800 billion. This is a great number. I remember when it had rolled back to 100 billion and we were freaking out. I mean, those were the days you could see tumbleweeds coming across Twitter. It was insane, but luckily it's been steadily going up. Bitcoin's just under 12,000, 11,804. Ethereum's at 398. XRP is at 30 cents. And this battle for 30 cents has been going on now for days. And I was thinking to myself this morning, someday there's going to be people that are frustrated over the battle for $30. I couldn't help but think about that. Like, it's going to be stuck at $29, and the people that invested, later down the line are going to be like, oh, this battle for $30 is unbelievable, and we're going to laugh. And how about when that coworker comes up to you someday and says, hey, my average in XRP is $8. I just can't wait for those days. It's going to be exciting. So moving on, Fiat Leak is I show it because I think it's cool. People, so many new people, guys, in the space, like a lot of new people. So if you guys have never seen Fiat Leak, take a look at it. I am growing. My Twitter's growing 50 to 100 followers a day, and I'm not even doing that much tweeting. I mean, there are a lot of people coming to the space, which means dollars are coming into the market, which is good stuff. So for you new people, check out Fiat Leak. It's pretty cool. You can see where the fiat and the tether is going. To what countries, from which countries, into crypto. Okay, I posted this morning. Anybody that knows me and that's close to me and that I'm friends with knows that I break chops. If I don't break your chops, you're not my friend. And I have been breaking Ripple's chops all week, all year, and I do this out of fun. I do it out of jest, but I am constantly posting at least once a month the Ripple 2020 year of the digital asset. So they said that 2020 is the year of digital asset, and I'm holding them to it. So we have 146 days, 17 hours, roughly 48 minutes and 23 seconds. I posted this morning. It's getting a lot of traction. Hey, listen, they announced it. Let's hold them to it. I hope they're right. I hope that nothing that's happened this year has changed that. I haven't heard anybody say it's changed it. And I hope to someday talk to somebody over there and ask them if it's changed. So we'll see. I'd love to get an interview from someone over there and have a conversation about that. That would be really fun and fantastic. Okay, moving on. From James Rule XRP at Rule XRP, this is huge. IBIS announced that its customers will be able to connect to Swift, to Ripple and Swift in their pockets on one platform. Okay, so here's the deal. This IBIS is a company that is now a Ripple partner. Okay. So let's see, let's just look at this. So they have the Swiss route RippleNet adapter. So essentially, they're a Swiss company that allows banks to either use Swift or RippleNet. Okay, so they have partnered up with Ripple. And I'm going to see if there's anything else. Now our exclusive offering includes Ripple connectivity. With the practicality of having both Swift and Ripple in your pocket, there is no more limitations to your banking possibilities. Guys, listen, we've been talking about this for years. When is Ripple going to replace Swift? Well, look at this. You have a choice. All of the banks that are processing through this IBIS and working with this IBIS will have the ability to choose. Do they want to use Swift or they want to use RippleNet? That's fantastic. This is adoption. I'm not going to overplay this. It's adoption. Here's the funny thing, though. We don't hear Ripple out there talking about Swift anymore. I mean, they're not out there saying Swift isn't good, Swift is slow, Swift isn't dependable, they're only 94 or 96% accurate, 4 to 6% of their messages get lost. We don't hear them saying any of the old lines. They're not even talking about it. So if they're not talking about it, that tells me the cake is baked. Either they know they're going to be on a common platform against Swift, or they know they have them beat. All I know is I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, so moving on. Blockchain Backer had posted this yesterday. Coinbase and Unstoppable Domains have partnered. You can now send digital assets to .crypto domains from Coinbase Wallet. No more need for long string addresses. Simplify crypto for the masses. Okay, so I have an Unstoppable Domains address. I haven't used it yet. I know Blockchain Backer does a lot of work with them. I need to set mine up. But what I'm really jazzed about is the collaboration we're seeing between a lot of these different companies, right? So Unstoppable Domains working with Coinbase and these other companies. I did an interview. Oh, here, Uphold. So Uphold, and this was great. Status had posted this when the XRP tip bot was going down because they were having problems. I think they had some regulation issues going on. Uphold stepped up and made it so that they can integrate the XRP tip bot into the Uphold system, which I still haven't done, and I am going to try and get that done by the end of the week. But here, Uphold stepped in. I just love that these companies are collaborating, doing things together. It shows who's partnering with who and who are going to be the big winners in this space, which I think is fantastic. So I did an interview with JP Tiriot from Uphold about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to have it pop up at the end of this video. Take a look at it. One of the things that he talked about was the integration of how they were going to integrate the Link-to platform into Uphold so that you can buy private shares of stock. Well, there was a couple of integrations. The one integration was going to be that you can, in Link-to, you can use your Uphold accounts to pay for your private stock that you buy in Link-to. And then later on, there was going to be another level of the relationship to where Uphold was going to also allow you to buy the private shares of those stocks right on the Uphold platform. So here's why I'm talking about it, is Uphold just released the first part of that. So I did a screen recording demo that is going to pop up right now on my phone last night to show you guys how this thing works. So it's short and brief, but I wanted you to see how this works because I think it's really cool. And then at the end, I'm going to come right back. And also, one of the things I'm going to talk about in this video that I want you guys to stay and hang in for is, are you ready? We all think we're ready, but you might not be ready. You might not be ready for the bull run. You might not be ready to cash out. You might not really be ready, and I'm going to tell you why I'm bringing it up, and it's going to be in just a few minutes. So hang in there with me through this video because I have some really great stuff to talk about.
Hey guys, so this is really cool and interesting, and I want to share this with you. So Uphold has just completed their linking up with Link-to so that people using the Link-to app, and just so everyone knows, Link-to sells private shares of companies through SPVs, and it's for accredited investors only. Now, don't be disappointed if you're not an accredited investor. There are a lot of accredited investors in the crypto space, and if you're not an accredited investor, it doesn't mean you're not going to be one in the future, especially because the SEC has made a statement that they may be making it easier and softening the requirements to become an accredited investor in the future. So everyone should listen to this. I think this is important for everyone, but I want to share this with you, so I'll be brief. Okay, so essentially, if you have a Link-to app and you want to make a purchase of SPVs, let's just say hypothetically you want to purchase Ripple. So you hit the Ripple button, and because I've already linked this to my Uphold account, if I hit buy and payment method, it will open up all of my Uphold accounts. So I could technically then pay with BTC, Ether, XRP. I could still do a wire transfer. However I want to pay for it, it makes it easy for me to do the transaction. So literally I can open up my Link-to, I can make a purchase, and I can pay with assets that are on Uphold. Okay, so that's stage one of the relationship. Now, I interviewed JP Tiriot last week, and he told me after stage one, they'll be doing stage two. So here's what stage two is. Stage two is going to be all of the assets on the Link-to platform that you see here right now, and any others that they add in the future, will be available directly on Uphold. So what does that mean? Well, here's what that means to me. Coinbase. They're out of Coinbase, so they're sold out right now of Coinbase. I don't remember exactly what they were selling it for. I think it was like $30 or $35, but don't quote me on that. But I think it was that high. Robinhood's at $15 a share, right? So here's what I think. Uphold. Uphold has, and they say on their website they have 1.7 million users. So now, starting this week, 1.7 million users. If we take into consideration that maybe 3% of those people are either accredited investors or capable of being an accredited investor, that's over 50,000 people that are going to have access to all of these assets instantly. Okay, so my thought process is, I think this is a tremendous opportunity for Uphold and Link-to, because Uphold shares are only 50 cents. I mean, you got Robinhood is at $15. Coinbase, I believe, was over $30. So tremendous upside for people that, and also here, Link-to's at 55 cents a share, and they're going to grow obviously with this relationship. You know, one of the things I'm hearing from people through DMs and through conversations I have with people in the space, even my personal friends who are invested in digital assets, is those that are accredited investors are looking to double down and invest in the companies that are handling these digital assets. So this is a great way to do it. I wanted to share this with you. Listen, once again, for accredited investors only, but don't be disappointed if you're not an accredited investor now, okay? It may change in the future. So pay attention to this stuff, understand how it works, understand what they're doing, and keep an eye on these companies in the future that you may decide you want to invest in, because I'm certainly interested in many of these companies myself. And I just want to share that with you and show you that this was in place now.
I hope you guys enjoyed that demo I did, and I was glad it worked out with the screen recording and all that other good stuff. So anyway, all right. So here's what I want to talk about. Are you ready? Okay. Why do I bring up? What do I mean? What does are you ready mean? It's been 900 days we had 900 days of a bear market. Of course I'm ready. Damn it. Let's go. Let's have the bull market. Well, I was having lunch with a very good friend of mine who's actually the person who originally got me to invest in digital assets. He got me to buy my first Bitcoin. He got me to buy my second Bitcoin. He got me right after I did that to then he had to sit down with me and said, now it's time to talk about Ripple. I said, what's a Ripple? So shout out to JVD. He's the man. He's the guy I give all the credit to that I'm here. JVD sat down with me the other day. We had lunch, I think it was on Monday. And he says to me, do you think people are ready? And I said, what do you mean? People are ready? We had a bear market for 900 days. Now we're in a bull market, not a bull run, but a bull market. Of course they're ready. He goes, I don't think they're ready. And I go, what do you mean? And he says, have they ever cashed out before? Have they ever tried to sell anything before? Have they ever sold anything on their Coinbase, cashed it out, and seen the money go back to their bank? Have they ever tried to use Coinbase Pro and work through the process of using it? Have they sold using Uphold? My point is, he brought up a fantastic point. I've been telling you guys for a long time now, set up your exit strategy. And by the way, I'm also going to have pop up at the end of this video my cash out strategy. So listen, my cash out strategy is different than yours, but it's an example and things that you might want to think about when you do cash out. So if you want to watch that video, it'll pop up. But here's my point: is you may have all of your exchanges ready to go. You may be verified in all your exchanges. You may think you're ready to go, but have you done it yet? Like, I've only sold $4 worth of cryptocurrency in the 3 years now? 3 years now. I've only sold $4 just because I wanted to see if it worked and went back to my bank account. That's all I've ever done. So maybe we should all be selling, $5 or $10 in each of our exchanges, just to make sure that the connection between the exchange and our bank accounts work. Maybe if you've never sold on Coinbase Pro or wherever you intend to sell, you need to send some assets there, sell a small amount of assets, make sure you know how it works. Because guys, listen, I know a lot of you are going to say in the comment section, I'm holding to $1,000, I'm holding to $10,000. Listen, guys, I was in the bull run the first time. I was in the 17 to 18 bull run. I've told you guys a million times. I had a nice investment and I had a house. I mean, that investment turned into a house, and then that house disappeared off my phone. I will be selling at the next all-time highs and taking my cash out. I will be taking out my initial investment at the next all-time highs. And then I'm holding because I believe, okay? But my point is, you need to have a plan. So have a plan and practice your plan now. JVD is right. Practice your plan now. Make sure your systems work. I'm planning to use Coinbase, Coinbase Pro, Uphold. I also have a Bittrex account. So those are the ones that I'm using. You use who you want to use. If you don't have a Coinbase account, I've got an affiliate link down below. Please use it. Open up a Coinbase account. If you have a Coinbase account, you automatically have a Coinbase Pro account, which you'll save money and fees if you use Coinbase Pro because you'll end up doing more of the work than Coinbase does if you use the regular Coinbase program. And the other thing is, if you don't have a Coinbase and you sign up for a Coinbase account, you can take these classes that are like a couple of minutes each and get I think it's $160 worth of crypto by opening up an account if you'll just walk through these classes and learn about the different assets. It's really cool, guys. Do it if you haven't done it. And I really wanted to share this with you because we all think we're ready, but we're really not. So honestly, I thought I was 100% ready until he said this to me. So I'm doing that right now. I'm going to make sure that all of my cash out points work properly. And trust me, when the market starts to move seriously, I will also go to my bank and tell them, expect deposits in my account and they're coming from me, and don't block them or stop them, okay? So anyway, wanted to share that with you. I think it's important. I think it's important. I think we need to be prepared, and I think you guys need to think about that stuff. Okay, moving on. This was from Peter Pumpkin Eater at Yes, I'll Have Some. The XRP community exponentially got bigger in the last few weeks. Welcome, XRP is the heartbeat of Ripple. Brad Garlinghouse, moon in the making. Everyone will use XRP. Love this video with Brad. I'm going to play it real quick.
It's amazing to me how many people don't realize how much friction there is in payments. We've become habituated to just expecting this is how it works. And I think, like so many other industries that have been disrupted by reducing friction, increasing speed, I think we're going to see a dramatic change over the next 10 or even 15 years that are really hard to predict today, that are the foundation that will be laid upon that internet of value. XRP is part of the heartbeat of Ripple. It is the foundation of how we think about liquidity management, and a core problem that how the financial infrastructure works is around how liquidity is managed. Today, financial institutions are wired with pools of capital. They're called Nostro and Vostro accounts. And these are accounts that are pre-funded between financial institutions. And that's capital sitting dormant and not being used for either working capital or lending or what have you. By using a digital asset, you can enable liquidity in real time. This is transformational to how global financial infrastructure is wired. Every marathon starts with a single step. For us, the first step is getting financial institutions engaged and working with us, getting them to understand how the core technology of the X-Current works, introducing how we can help manage liquidity. There's a lot of friction and cost associated with banks and financial institutions working with other institutions. We can change and accelerate how that works really materially, dramatically, and I think introducing XRP into those flows will take time, but as I said, every marathon starts with a single step. When I zoom out and look at where Ripple sits in the blockchain and crypto ecosystem, we are incredibly fortunate to be the only company with real customers solving real problems. That is at the early stages of that marathon, but there's no doubt that as we look at the race that has started, we're the only ones that have crossed that starting line.
Love that video. So I don't even know when this video was shot. I mean, I don't remember seeing this one. If you guys know when this one was done, just let me know in the comment section. I don't know. Love it. They'll love to hear it. Listen, I say this all the time. I'm going to say it again. Okay. Why have I been so bullish on XRP for 3 years? Here's the deal. They never, ever, 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 ever move away from the use of XRP. XRP is still always part of the big plan. They never say, well, listen, if you don't want to use XRP, you can always just use RippleNet. It's perfectly good. And they never do it. They always emphasize the use of XRP, guys. They've never pivoted on that. And that's massive to me. Listen, I listen to words. I'm a sales guy. I talk to people every day, and words are tools, and as a digital asset investor says, they have meaning, and I listen to the meaning of the words. They never change their tune, and that's important to me, and I absolutely pay attention to it. So I thought you guys would appreciate that. All right, moving on real quickly. Family offices consider digital assets. So family offices, what's a family office? So family offices is this. Look, if your family is crazy wealthy, they have $100 million or more invested, they're typically considered a family office of investment. So they'll have their own investment company that works for the family. Those kinds of investment groups are now getting into digital assets, and it's $100 million to be considered, you know, a family office. So we're talking about massive money here, guys. It's happening slowly, but it's happening, and that's the good thing. I'd love to see it happening. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve, it has a webinar coming up if you want to see it. It's about the FedNow service. So if you guys want to check that out, check out the Federal Reserve website. It's coming up on Thursday, August 6th, if you want to see what they're talking about as far as their new FedNow program. I'm interested in how that's going to work, what it's all about, who's doing the tech for it, because the Federal Reserve isn't making any tech as far as I'm concerned. And what else do we have? Fiat Leak. Fiat Leak has this really cool commercial. It's 22 seconds. So I'm going to let it roll, guys. So let's do this. I love that. Watch the world's money flow into cryptocurrency. I mean, that's gotta be the best tagline ever. So Fiat League, if you're watching, man, you guys crushed it on that. I absolutely love it. That is fantastic. Okay, guys, so build something. Okay, what are you talking about? What is this build something? What is this about? Listen, I don't know about you guys, but when coronavirus hit and everyone was locked in their houses for 3 months, I came to my office every day and I kept working. And one of the things I did while I was working was I built a new business. I built another real estate company that has to do. I built another company that has to do with real estate, and I'm very excited about it. And I'm going to be launching it very soon. But I spent my time taking care of my real estate business, taking care of my customers, and obviously business was slow and business was down and nobody was really doing anything at that time, but I was building something. And I tell you guys this because everyone needs to be building something. Nothing puts you in a better mood, nothing gives you a positive attitude better than building something. It puts you in a positive mood because you're making something happen, you're achieving goals, whatever it is you want to build. I don't care if you want to build a company, I don't care if you want to build a picnic table. Build something. It's healthy for your brain. It's healthy for your mind. Start building something. I'm telling you, it will really make you happy, and it'll really treat you well. So I want to share that with you. Okay, last thing I want to show you. This was posted by Oscar Arnason. It said, "You know who you are, XRP." So listen to this. This is great. I'm going to play this.
So I was right. I took a rash of shit for 2 years, but I was right, and everyone was wrong.
That's us, guys, and that's us pretty soon, and we know it because they're coming. They're all coming now. The family offices are coming. So if you're still thinking you might be wrong, you're not. They're coming. They're all coming to the space right now. They just told us they are. Okay, not a financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a procrastinator, and I'm not a crypto expert. These are my opinions only. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything I say. This video is intended for entertainment purposes only. Please like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe today. It's free. I prepaid for everyone to subscribe today. So you have to subscribe today if you want to subscribe for free. And hit the notifications button and share my video with anybody who you think might appreciate it. Thank you all for being here, and have a great